David, hello.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Welcome to Play Expo. I'm really pleased to meet you for face-to-face time. I've met you obviously beforehand, and we're here at this gaming convention. It's your first UK gaming convention, bringing the Vectrex.
Exactly, the first one for me. I can't tell how amazing is this place. How many arcades and computers and games, retro games. It's just amazing. So I'm very pleased to be here to show the Vectrex Mini, as we did on Gamescom few weeks ago at the end of August in Germany. It was amazing too.
So you're here for the Mini, which we're going to come on to. Yeah. I mean, look at this amazing thing.
Yeah, I'm very pleased because the welcoming of people watching the Mini for the first time is really great. So I'm really confident that it's going to be a very hard day, talking to a lot of people that are interested into Vectrex.
So Vectrex, you're all over Vectrex. A bit like Wayne's World when he's sponsored by like Pepsi, and you're fully decked out here. It's great to see. And
it's like the Formula One coverage, you know. There are brands everywhere. We have got our brand, Vectrex, and we are very proud to try to do something new for the Vectrex, because it's 42 years old for the original one. No new console since then. So that's a first.
So let's talk about that. Let's go back in time. 1982, am I correct in saying that? Okay, good. Only because you prompted me, really. Because I remember it coming out, weirdly, in the UK. I think we had it in some department stores, perhaps. It was quite a high-end piece, and a very sought after piece at that. So tell me about your little journey, go back to when you were younger, and where this came about, this love for the machine.
It came about from my love from retro machine. Came because my first computer was an English one. Okay. I find it in London. I was visiting in the early 80s, and I saw my first ZX81. Sinclair ZX81 in Barnes and Nobles, and I was amazed. And when I came back to France, I said to my parents, I want that computer for me. And it started like this, and I was deeply in love with my ZX81. And after that, I bought a Commodore and many other computers later, because it was so expensive, and the Vectrex was so expensive when it was released. I didn't have the money for it. But in the 90s, I could afford to buy some of them, and it was. I got a lot of retro games and computers at home.
So you yearned for it. It's interesting that I think a lot of us, we didn't have the Vectrex ourselves. It was maybe, I don't know, if somebody had one, it could be like older brother, or maybe a family member, or a business person, because
business person, yeah.
And so we all kind of like had this glowing want for it, this untouchable machine, if you like, almost like Polybius in some ways, but real.
Yeah, that's completely the idea of the Mini, is to have an homage to this original fantastic machine that has been designed by J. Smith, an American engineer that created Microvision. Also, that was the first cartridge games console you can take in your hand, and it was amazing. 10 years before the Game Boy, J. Smith invented the Game Boy, and then he invented the Vectrex, and it was a technology, really peculiar technology, with a CRT that is a special CRT from an oscilloscope made by Samsung, and it's very contrasted, as you can see. It's very white or very dark, because it's not like regular CRTs. It's not skylines that displays the image. It's a vector created directly to create the shapes. It's amazing how fluid, how bright it is. It's really a unique technology that there is no equivalent even today.
But it's interesting because obviously this is let's talk about this here.
Yeah.
You can see it hopefully on screen here. You've managed, and I think a few questions, and it's an app video, because this will be going out before you're going to do a Kickstarter. How have you managed to get that same effect in some ways? I mean, you're never going to quite get the CRT with such a small device, you know. I mean, is it the size you've chosen? Tell me about the size of the machine and why you've chosen that.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no way today to have a CRT. I think since 10 years there is no CRT production anywhere in the world. So the only way to display these vectors is to use an OLED screen or AMOLED screen or QLED screen, like a new technology. Not LCD, it's not bright enough, but OLED is alright. And we choose 5-inch because it's just half the size of the original one. And also the resolution is not too big. It's 800 pixels by 500 pixels. And it's enough not to see the resolution, to be tricked by the size. It works really well on that scale, and I like the rendering on that scale. So it was easy to adapt the emulation to that kind of screen, and the rendering is really good. So perhaps in the future we can invent other Vectrex, I don't know, but this one fits really well the expectation of what a Vectrex fan would like to have for a Mini.
And it's surprisingly playable at that size, 5 inches. I mean, you've got to think about cost, and it's an interesting cost because you've worked very hard. Going back to your point about Sinclair, he obviously was all about giving the machine to the common person. You know, was cost an important part? Did you try and get parts that, you know, in effect you've created a bespoke product, but, you know, trying to develop things that, you know, we're already there, so you can get some common part, you know, savings.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the idea is to get some kind of close experiment like the original one. Not the same one, it's not possible anymore, but a close experiment. But we have to choose and to make choices on the thing we can do and the thing we can't do. We can do emulation. I know a lot of fans told me about FPGA, but it should have been very, very expensive for a result not very different than the result we have already on emulation. And also we can have a SD card port where people will be allowed to put their own games, their own Vectrex ROMs. And another thing that was really important to me is to have the real overlays, because overlays on the Vectrex are part of the experiment, of the gaming experiment. And as you can see, for example, for Starhawk, it fits exactly the same display as the original one, you see.
Yeah.
So that was something really important for me to have the ability to reproduce the original overlays. Also, we choose to have a Bluetooth controller because it's easier to have it when you don't have to be too close to the Vectrex Mini, even if it's better if you're closer because the screen is small. But Bluetooth, I think, is a nice solution too. And we will have a video out if you want to connect your Mini to a bigger screen and stuff like that. But we can't do every thing that did the original Vectrex. It would be too expensive, and I want this Mini to be affordable, really, to many people who wants to buy it.
Because going back to what we said at the beginning, it wasn't. In terms of salary, and it was a very expensive machine at the time, so you're kind of flipping it on its head.
Yeah, I don't want... Well, I think it was expensive because of the screen. That was not the rest that cost a lot, but the screen was really expensive to produce. So, because it was really rare, even in the 80s. So that's why the price was high. And in the time it was released, for example, in Japan, it didn't work at all because the same month they released the Famicom. And it was only 14,000 yens, and the Vectrex was 50,000 yens.
That's incredible. The comparison to what was an amazing machine. It couldn't win, could it?
No, it couldn't. But now, with the new technology and the Mini wave we had 10 years ago with the NES and SNES and PS1 and etc., and all the machine what came from Retro Games that are an English company too, I think it's the time for the Vectrex. I'm amazed that nobody tried to do that before us, but that's great for us.
You have it. And then let's talk about what your journey for the next month. So you're going to take this to Kickstarter, and it's launching on the 3rd of November, I believe.
Exactly. So we are here in Blackpool. Very happy to be here at Play Expo. In 2 weeks we will be in Portland in US. So it's going to be great to meet the US customers and to show them how the Mini works. And at the end of October we will be in Paris Game Week. That is really great too. Just after that we are launching the Kickstarter that will be for 40 days I think. So it will end at the middle of December, and after that we have 10 months to create the real one, not only prototype but to work on the real Vectrex Mini. So it's a challenging schedule because 10 months, perhaps it could seem a long time, but in terms of industrialization it's very, very quick, very fast. And we are going to Taiwan to do that.
And in terms of signing up, so you've already got the Kickstarter preview page, if you like. So if people are interested, they can sign up very easily. Just click that button. We'll put it in the description below, guys, so you can see it. And you've got nearly 3,000 people already interested.
3,300 today. Well, it's really great because only people heard about the Vectrex Mini through social networks like your account or YouTube channels. I say hi to John from US. He was the first one to do a video on our Vectrex Mini based on rumors from Gamescom. It was so cute, and now the phenomenon is rising on, and I'm amazed because I thought this was really confidential, but I'm finding out a lot of retro fans are really interested into the Vectrex. It's like the grail of the retro games, the original Vectrex. It's very hard to find one in good shape, working. So the Mini is not as good as the original, but it's a very nice thing to have when you like Vectrex.
You're bringing it to the masses, as they say. Bringing it to the masses, people out there, which is what Sinclair did ultimately. And it's great that you're kind of stepping into that role, really.
I was such a fan of Sinclair. He was such a brilliant mind. I got a C5 at home. I've got his bike too. 2 bikes. He made 2 different.
Let's not talk about that too much in terms of we want to obviously fund the Kickstarter, but no, it's an amazing product. We've obviously had a play with it. Very playable.
Yeah, and people perhaps some people who's looking at this video or pictures of the Mini are skeptical because it looks tiny, but if you see it in real, it takes its sense. It's really nice. The size is nice. The controller is very easy to use.
It is, yeah.
So no, I'm confident people will be happy with the Vectrex Mini. Oh, no lights anymore.
That's it. We're definitely live here. One last question for you. Maybe I was going to ask you your favourite retro game just generally, but I think we're here with the Vectrex. It's amazing to see it light up now. And we've got some very cool music in the background. It feels like we've just gone into space, which is all part of doing a live interview anyway.
We're going to hitchhike.
That's it. I think we're glowing as well, which is with our respective logos. What is I'm going to pin you down now, and you can't say, oh, it's all of them, or I can't do it. What's your favourite Vectrex game and why?
Well, I've got 2, in fact.
No, you got to do one. Oh, I'll let you do 2. Go on.
Let me do 2.
Okay.
Mindstorm, the Vectrex game that was installed with the Vectrex when you buy one, is really amazing. It's a reproduction of Asteroid from Atari, but it's better. And it's a really, really good game. But my favorite, I think, on the console is Scramble from Konami. And Scramble is just an amazing game. I
love it. I think I'm pretty much there with you. I think Mindstorm is just the de facto game because it came with it, it's built in and everything, but I love Scramble as well. I'm not very good at it, but it looks great. It's great.
It's very tough game, but I love it. Really, I love it.
Well, we wish you very best. It's amazing to see it glowing here. It really it's apt that you're here in the arcade area, and we look forward to seeing how the Kickstarter goes and how you develop it, really.
Yeah, I'm impatient to launch it. Really impatient. I can't wait to go live on the Kickstarter too. The 3rd of November, remember, on the 3rd.
3rd of November. In the description. David, it's been great to meet you.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you for your help and your support. It's just great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. See you on the next video.